Okay, so I'm going to try and do this as a short from my phone, and we'll see how this works. So I'm going to talk about the vision that I had. Um, and I say it because it felt like, like when you see in the movies, like, oh my God, what the heck, right? Um, so yeah, it was okay. Let me start at the very beginning. I was a very religious Christian when I was a kid and especially as a teenager. Like religion really helped me get through some tough times at that point. Um, and then I married my first husband the minute I turned 18, pretty much. And he died like a year and a half later. So I was widowed at age 19, and that kind of started me on a journey to where I'm like, what kind of a God would do that, right? um, so that's when I discovered atheism because honestly, I had never even never even knew that was an option. Um, yeah, that's, I guess, how indoctrination works. I'm not sure, but whatever. So I discovered atheism, which sounds really weird to me right now. But anyway, um, because that's the default. Anyway, um, you have to be told about religion, Anyway, um, so where was I? I was a very religious teenager, and then I became an atheist. And I was an atheist for about 20 years until until August of 2024. Um, my grandmother had passed away, and I went to her funeral, and it involved a little bit of travel, which, like, I don't know, like something about it disrupts your brain, like it disrupts your normal patterns to the point where like everything was like just jumbled mess, right? And I had the biggest panic attack of my life. Um, and I could barely walk for a while, like, because when you have a panic attack, it's like a fight or flight response, and all of the blood left my legs because I couldn't run anywhere. So my body's like, okay, we're not running, we're freezing. So we're going to just take all the blood away from the legs and the limbs and just guard all of the vital organs, right? Uh, that's what a freeze response is. It's like, okay, ooh, brace for impact, like, so all of the blood is like, okay, we need to, like, go and protect the vital organs just in case, So that was the panic attack, and like my brain just kind of spiraled around for a bit. And after I got home, it was like a week or a week and a half, 2 weeks, no more than 2 weeks later. I was just laying on my bed looking at the ceiling, not really thinking or doing anything, and just still kind of recovering, even that long after, because it was a really bad panic attack. Um, so I was just laying on my bed looking at the ceiling, not really doing anything. And out of freaking nowhere, it was just like you see in the movies, like just a sudden flash in your head, and like it was insane. It was like all of the gears of reality just kind of lined up to the point where I could see between the teeth of the gears, right? And I was like just looking right up at the ceiling, straight through the gears of reality, and I could like see every single layer. Don't ask me what it looked like, because like I said, I call it a vision because I like see it, but it's not really seeing it. It's more like sensing it. But it's so weird. But it's like I could see every single layer of reality until I was able to like reach up and touch the divine, is all I can explain it as. It is so bizarre and weird. And I had this overpowering sense of unconditional love, and it was so like overpowering is like the only word that really covers it. Like it just completely like surrounded me and like drowned me in unconditional love, and it was weird as heck. Um and it just, I felt this connection to every living thing, and I'm just like this, and everything, like rocks and trees and the planet and animals and people, and like I had like little visions, flashes of little visions of like a little fox in the forest, and like a kid in Africa, and like I don't know, just like random people from like wherever in the world. And I didn't know if I was like actually remote viewing any of this, because like it was such a brief little flicker. Um, but it was like, I'm connected to this, I'm connected to that, I'm connected to this and that and that, and everybody and everything. And it was just so weird. And like, it lasted a very long time. I was like, I kept thinking, oh my God, is this real? Is this real? Is this real? This is real. This is real, right? This is real, right? Right? This is real, right? And like, part of my head was like just trying to like hold on to it and like just make it last as long as possible so that I could really know that it was really real, you know? Because I knew it would sound crazy, and I knew I was going to sound crazy when my boyfriend came home, and I was like, I knew I was going to sound crazy the minute I like started trying to explain it. um, so, it lasted about 2 hours. And then when he got home, I tried to like walk out to the living room to greet him, and like it was still pretty overpowering, and my legs were turning into rubber, because like it was just so it had me like in a grip or something. I don't know. Not like a harsh grip, like a love, like just like imagine like the tightest hug, but not just a hug with arms, but like Play-Doh all over your body or something, you know? I don't really know how to describe it or explain it, but that was my experience, and that was in August of 2024. And after that, I have never been the same, and I just keep looking for information, and like I just, and so that kind of led me on my spiritual journey to where I'm at now. Because after that experience, how could you ever be the same again? Like, I understand if it's not your experience and you've never experienced something like that, that like it might be like hard to really believe or whatever, but it was insane. Like I knew it was gonna, excuse me, I knew it was gonna sound crazy. And like, yeah, he told me I kind of sounded crazy, but I'm like, it's okay. Trust me, it's real. And it was real. And it's the realest thing that ever happened, really. So anyway, I feel like I have like gifts that are starting to open up, but it's hard to trust because I don't feel it very strongly. It's not like vision, and it's not like hearing, but it is. I don't know. It is and it isn't. And it's really hard to explain. And I wish it was more clear to me so that I can make it more clear to others. But all I can do is make intuitive guesses at this point. So that was my vision experience. And this video is about 10 minutes. And I can't believe I did a 10-minute video on my phone. I hope it uploads. So we'll see how it goes. Just thought I'd try the phone out this time. Anyway, see you next time.